Okay, so basically we don't know what we're talking about. Don't know why we're here. Dev's made me do the intro because he doesn't know what we're talking about, and I don't know either.
Cool.
So,
Sounds like
maybe we do some questions or what?
sure, yeah. What else? What else are we gonna do realistically? We have no idea what we're doing, so that's what we resort to.
I
Sort
mean,
sort to.
yeah, questions is always a safe bet,
Yes, indeed.
but
When in doubt, just pop in a couple of questions.
yeah, legit. This feels so stretched. Or we'll just search for some questions. What's ESL games? I don't think we use this one.
No clue.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything to catch up Dons to speed with?
I'm trying to think actually. I need to turn this music off because it's so distracting.
Hmm.
I don't think there is. How
Well
have you
then,
been, lad? Maybe we should
I've been
start with that.
grand. I've been grand.
Good. That's what I like to
Very
hear.
happy man.
Yes, boys.
What about you?
Been great.
Not
Feeling
bad.
fantastic. These questions are so boring. What's the most important factor when choosing a car? I don't know, my guy. I don't have a car. Oh man, honestly. Do you have any questions like off the top of your head?
Bold of you to assume I have some questions off the top of my head. Um, so, yeah, Truman Show. Yeah, grand movie.
Perfect
Um,
movie, amazing. And not perfect, but it's a very good film.
yes, sirree. I
Honestly,
think,
like,
I don't know. I don't. It's just got a nice little charm to it.
yeah, it's literally the final shot of just him, with his arms outstretched in
Hmm.
front of the sky stairs. Absolutely insane. Oh, we can talk about Taxi Driver. Have you seen it all?
No, not all of it.
Oh, how
First
much have you
30
seen?
minutes. First 30
Our
minutes.
first 30 minutes. So what part are you up to?
Uh, I actually can't remember specifics. Like, I can't remember
Has,
specifically what scene I'm on. I just know what scenes I've seen.
has he been to the office?
Yes.
Has he asked her on a date?
Yes.
Or what else has happened?
I think that's it.
Ah, okay, okay. Some interesting things about to happen.
Right. Bad.
The whole film is interesting, honestly. If you haven't seen Taxi Driver, recommend you watch it. Just love the music, acting of Robert De Niro, and literally that's it. Always good as well. And the symbolic meanings, and you don't know how it ends. Basically, there's so many ways you can think it will
Bad.
end. Oh, what's your favorite game show?
Game show.
Yeah,
I don't have a favorite game show, fam. I don't watch game shows. Well, I mean,
come on, man.
I've been a consumer of game shows. I've seen a couple, but it's not like I watched them.
It's about Takeshi's Castle.
Okay, this guy knows.
I
This guy knows what's up. Takeshi's
know. Yeah, it's good.
Castle. Uh, yeah, Takeshi. Yeah, honestly, Takeshi's Castle takes a cake.
Um, oh, these questions are so boring. Let's just have a conversation, man. Honestly, I can't be asked these conversations. These questions are so bad.
All right, let's
Legit.
have a conversation about what? That's the real
About
question.
literally this. I don't even like this. This podcast is literally us before we record one, but just extended.
Yeah, for real, fam.
Because like
We don't
before
know.
we record one, we're like, what we're talking about. I don't know. Has anything happened in the news? This happened. Alright, we can talk about that and just branch off. But now we've literally got nothing to branch off of.
All right, but yeah, actually, I was kind of coming to something, and then I just realized that it's absolutely nothing. So, um,
Well, what were we gonna say?
I was
Say
gonna
it,
say
man.
about the what are your thoughts on Matt Reeves is making a spin-off show about the Gotham Police Department in the world of Batman? I
So
don't know
just
if you heard
Gotham,
about
basically.
basic, literally Gotham, but set in the
Movie or TV show?
TV shows, but set in the world of the new Batman that's coming out. So the same as the
Oh,
DC with
that's quite
Robert Pattinson.
interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, so
and
Robert Pattinson's gonna be in it.
probably
Oh, so Batman is Batman.
yeah, and
Oh, that's
but
pretty
it's going to
sick.
be mainly focused on the police department. So I'm
Hmm.
guessing Jim Gordon, big part, same, literally the same as Gotham. But yeah,
I think that's interesting. But the only thing is, like, wouldn't Batman basically run the show?
yeah, yeah, that would
Or
be
is he a
weird.
vigilante in that universe? I don't
Or
really
is he
know.
just like he slips in and out, just
Yeah.
one of them ones?
Because surely, like, he's gonna do the job for them.
Yeah, that's very
Like, whenever
true.
I think about Batman and GCPD, I think about the Arkham games
Yeah.
and how he literally did their jobs for them.
Mhm.
Like, what can you even talk about? Like,
Yeah,
alright, like, what do
it'd
we
be
do here?
weird.
This guy's on the loose. If you go
Oh,
Batman, I mean, yeah, but I mean, he's taking a bit of time.
I just think it's
Oh,
kind of interesting how much faith the DC has in this new Batman. They've already talked about Nightwing spin-offs with them the same, in the same universe, a Batgirl spin-off. Like they have a lot
right.
of faith in Matt Reeves, and I'm backing it because Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War,
Mm.
bangers, straight
The only
bangers.
thing is, like, I always get scared when companies overhype their products. Not even
Yeah,
overhype, just
and
like
I think
instantly
another
plug
thing
it in
I'm
to
worried for
advertise.
is like they're delving straight into a universe. That's
Mm.
that's one
That's
thing
tough.
that was their biggest problem with the DCEU before. Like they
Mm.
started with Man of Steel, then Batman v Superman, then Justice League, without introducing any of the characters and just throwing them in there.
Yeah.
Look, here's how I think it should have went: Man of Steel, Batman,
Mm.
Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Justice League, and
Yeah.
then we carry on from there. Just the
Mm.
same way that the Marvel universe did. You know,
Yeah.
Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, and then Avengers. You know,
No, but who did Avengers? So, what was the chronology of the Marvel movies? Because I know it was Iron Man, Incredible
Iron
Hulk,
Man, Incredible Hulk, um, Thor, and then Captain America, I think, and then
Avengers.
the Avengers. But you know the thing I've heard, Joss Whedon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He directed the Justice League after Zack Snyder stepped down, and then he also did the Avengers movies. Well, the first
Hmm.
Avengers. Have you heard all the stuff said about it?
About the cyborg actors saying
Yeah,
stuff about
yeah.
it.
He was
Oh
saying
yeah.
like yeah, and people were backing it like some of the other actors and like behind the scenes dons. It's kind of funny.
So what were they
Yeah,
saying about him? Like
he's
he was like proper
abusive and he's
condescending,
like yeah,
so
and he's like
abusive.
he's really um he's really unprofessional and like he just treats him really badly.
Jeez.
And you can tell because the movie is an absolute shambles.
Yeah, honestly, you can tell there's like barely any chemistry, so they don't even want to be there.
Yeah, and like
I
the
haven't even seen
scenes.
the film. Like,
The thing is, yeah, there's like scenes where they're all standing together in the same room, and they're not even in the same room.
no,
They're just all in separate rooms on green screens. And, oh, come on, man, you do better than that.
I mean, you can't do that, man.
Like,
That's why I love Joker so much. So
hmm
there's like barely any CGI in it.
yeah, it was so authentic,
Hmm.
and it comes
That's why I like.
across, it comes through very clearly.
It comes out raw.
Hmm
It feels raw, man. It's not a movie. That's why I like Marvel. Like the more I watch it, it's just like,
Yeah,
I mean, you got Iron Man 1, amazing film. Captain America Civil War, amazing film.
yeah.
What other film really stands out? Like, amazing.
Like the only Marvel movies I think were good.
Well, the
Civil
first
War,
Avengers is pretty good.
the The thing is, I don't know. The first Avengers was good, but like, the more I watch it, I realize like it's way too long. I know that
It
they have
doesn't
to
have to
build
be
it.
long.
I know they have to build up the characters, and I respect that. But like, bro, nah, that's a bit long. It's like 2 hours,
Yeah,
what,
it's
30 or
literally
something?
17. Jeez, that's long, man.
And like, yeah. So Winter Soldier, I really liked.
Oh
Civil
yeah, I was
War,
sick.
first Iron Man, of course. I can't even
Mm.
remember the first. I can't remember the first Captain America movie that well, but I do like the scenes where you really get to see, like, the bit where he jumps on the grenade, just stuff like that. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's
He
pretty
sees
cool.
humanity.
Yeah, yeah, and like, yeah, it just differentiates him so much from Iron Man, and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the thing I was gonna say, Edgar Wright was gonna direct Ant Man, but
Oh snap.
then he didn't, and I'm upset about that because if Edgar Wright directed Ant Man, it would have been the best Marvel movie. I promise you that. The style and the storytelling would have been top notch. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like comic book movies kind of just fell off for me. I don't know why.
Hmm.
I like the action and stuff, but I don't know,
There are
man.
a couple of
All
comic
the
book movies
CGI
that
and stuff.
I only like. My favorite comic book movie would be Into the Spider Verse, 100%.
Oh,
Um,
that's a sick film.
like if we're talking, like, I know I could say Joker, but the reason I
Mhm.
say Into the Spider Verse because that is a comic book movie. I don't really consider Joker to be a comic book
Joker
movie.
comic book
It
movie.
doesn't,
Yeah,
like,
100%.
yeah, it's based off a comic book, but it doesn't, like, when you think of a comic book movie, yeah, you think of Into the Spider Verse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Into the
yeah.
Spider Verse is
100%.
like, I always say this in my mind, like, there is no such thing as a perfect like movie, right? Even if it's a
Mhm.
masterpiece, there's still problems. Like, there's
Yeah,
still
of
like
course.
little hitches there, here and there. There's no such thing as perfect movie. I can't think of a single thing wrong with Into the Spider Verse, but I mean, I don't
Literally,
know.
my only problem with Into the Spider Verse is the anime one, the anime Spider
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
just
get
don't
you.
like
I
her.
get
Like
you. I
she
get
doesn't even need to be there. Like
you.
she
Yeah,
doesn't
for
add
real.
anything to the plot. I would have rather had like any other kind of Spider-Man, just not her.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I get you. I get that. But like, yeah. So my favorite comic book movies would be Into the Spider Verse, number one. Kingsman, number two.
Yeah, sick film.
Um,
And he was
probably,
number 2. Is number 2 good?
yeah, number two is good, but it's just like it's one of them ones where it's like, yeah, this is like really good. They upped everything, but the first one's such a classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I get
Yeah,
you.
but like, and then, well, actually, they didn't up everything. There are some decisions I thought were not the best, but still, the action and the humor were the humor. Oh my god, the jokes are top tier. But yeah, and then number three, I'd say Kick Ass. Kick Ass is a very good movie.
To watch Kick-Ass. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know. It was. Oh, actually, yeah, no, it might be because me and Avase watched it like that was a couple of months back though. I don't know if it's still on there. The number one
Yeah,
and
I'll
two was
check.
on there. If it
Damn.
is, banger,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
straight
I'm gonna
banger.
watch it.
It's
I'm gonna
made by
watch it,
the
bro.
same people who made Kingsman, so it's gonna be good as well.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
saw Jim Carrey's in it.
he's in the second one.
Not bad. Is he good?
Yeah, he's good.
Not bad. He's a good actor. I like him.
Hmm. The thing is, he afterwards he said that he didn't like being in the movie because it was a bit too violent.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you see what the makeup artist said? The makeup artist for Joker.
What did she say?
She revealed like behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just talking about Joaquin Phoenix, and she was like, she made quite a bold statement.
Mm-hmm. What did she say?
He's the best actor of this century.
Oh, fair enough. He is a
And
very
I
good
was,
actor.
he's a very, very good actor.
But
I want to
I
watch
just feel
more
like
stuff.
I haven't watched any.
Enough
I
of
don't
him.
feel like I've watched enough of anyone to say who's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
To say they're the best. The only person I would say I've seen like a couple performances of
Hmm.
is Daniel Day Lewis, and he is an amazing actor.
I actually have not seen a lot of his movies. I can't
His
lie.
work in any film, like literally, watch Gangs of New York. is really long.
Hmm.
It is his acting in that film is top notch. Like he's one of the greatest villains
Mm.
portrayed in cinema. Like he is top actor.
Do you know
Honestly,
what?
he's just very good.
If we're talking directors, right?
Yeah.
You probably have never seen one of his movies, but if we're talking style, bro, there was one guy. His movies have this feel to it. It's like a painting. It's cool. His name is Wes Anderson. Uh, he
So
made
familiar.
he made. I don't know if you've heard of the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh yes, yes,
His
yes.
style and his humor is so good. He also did the Fantastic Mr. Fox movie, if you remember that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
He's he's got very very good style to his movies. I
Yeah,
like him.
yeah.
I like him. But I
Not
haven't
bad.
seen once again. I haven't seen a lot of his movies. I've only seen Grand Budapest and Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I
But
think the one director that I've seen the most films of
it's probably
is
Scorsese, right?
Scorsese. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to check how many of his movies I've seen.
I've
Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, Shutter Island, Gangs of New York. Um, God, he's made a bunch of films.
Irishman.
Irishman, yeah. Uh, Shark Tale.
No way he directed Shark Tale.
I think he did. I mean, it's here in his filmography.
No, you never know. He might have just voice acted one.
Oh no, he didn't. I think he produced. No. Oh no, yeah, he's a act. He plays Sykes.
Not bad.
Madness.
Scorsese and Shark Tale. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't
five.
he's
Okay,
calling
five of his
Marvel
movies.
movies roller coaster, like theme parks, but it was in Shark Tale. Okay. Gotta respect though.
Killer. He's making a new movie called Killers of the Flower Moon. It sounds
Mm.
really interesting. It's about so basically in the 20s there was a string of murders
Yeah.
of these Indian Native American Indians.
Yeah.
On like the when oil was discovered on their land, and it's about the book like that revealed who the killer was and stuff. And he's got DiCaprio in it and De Niro, two of
Not
the greatest
bad.
actors.
Thing is, this is off topic, but this just reminded me of something. There's this like I heard someone talking about this game, and it just sounded so cool.
Mm.
It's made by Square Enix and Don't Nod, the same people who made Life is Strange, right? And it's going to
Mm.
be a story game. They haven't made any yet. They're working on it. It's a story game about. They haven't said anything about it except it's about two characters thinking back on. So like it's like got this whole theme of nostalgia,
Yeah.
and so you play as these two characters and you play same events of the past from both of their perspectives, and playing both their perspectives sheds new light on that same thing. So like,
Mm.
and I don't know, just the idea of
So it could
like
basically Last of
one
Us Part
person.
2 if it was done a
Yeah,
lot better.
exactly. Yeah. If that was like the whole theme of yeah.
Yeah.
So that sounds like it'll be interesting.
They're called. Does it have a title yet? Or?
I don't know. I don't think it does, but I just heard about it.
Mm.
No, I like Don't Nod's games. Like I mean, I haven't played Life is Strange 1 because I heard it's a bit too, you know, teen drama, emo kind of thing.
Oh yeah, forget
But
that.
the second one, its writing isn't the best sometimes. Like it's not.
I went to go get dad.
But but the idea of the game and like the theme of responsibility and like maturity is just perfect. And the story arc is one of the best I've ever seen in games. I can't even lie.
Not
I
bad.
will not lie. That ending was the closest I've ever been to tears in a game. And I'll say
Jeez.
that with truth. I'll say that with truth. Even after playing Last of Us and Last of Us 2. Fully, that game had me speechless by the end. But that was my ending,
That's one
obviously. I
question I
chose
had for you.
I chose that ending.
Last of Us Part 2, apart from one scene, right, which we're not going to talk about because I don't know if people have seen, have, like, know about it yet.
Hmm.
Apart from that scene, was there anything that got you close to tears?
Um, no, there was a lot of disgust. Sorry,
Yeah,
that
there was never
sounds.
like that moment, that raw feeling of like sadness, right?
Well, there was a raw feeling of sadness, but I just didn't like. I
Oh
didn't feel
yeah,
those tears.
it wasn't
If
enough to
we're
drag you
talking
through.
raw feeling of sadness, that ending, the last flashback I always tell you about,
Yeah.
that one, it was like I was like kind of smiling,
Mm.
like an idiot, but like, oh, it was
That
sad.
was,
It
that
was a
was
sad
every
smile.
time I watch that. Every time I watch that, my heart goes like fully just wrench. I feel my heart crack. You know, it's proper like it's
Uh,
such a good scene.
yeah, that scene is so perfect, and
And
just
I
because
can't
of that
believe
scene
that.
alone, that's why I'm
Yeah,
glad they didn't go linear,
yeah, yeah.
because the fact that that is the last flashback we get, oh jeez
Hmm.
Christ, man, you're killing me.
And that's the thing that annoys me so much because so Neil Druckmann, right? So
Mhm.
Hallie Gross or Haley Gross, I don't know. I think it's Hallie Gross. So she did an interview recently where she talked about the whole thing, like making it, the whole story, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the first time um, Neil pitched the idea to her. So he said that. So the main decisive parts in the game, right?
Mhm.
That scene
Yeah.
was the main idea. Like that's the first thing he said to Troy Baker, to everyone. This is my idea. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen to this person, and that person's gonna do this. That was the main idea, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like if he was to do it, I know
Yeah.
that he says I would do it all over again. If he was a narrative lead, the game would have been a lot better. But because he wasn't in charge of the story,
Yeah.
I don't think it would have. I don't. I think that's why it went the way it went.
Do be like that.
Because Halle Gross did say that they achieved everything they wanted to achieve.
Mhm.
Like with the whole fan thing, everything. What happened is exactly what they wanted to happen. Not
Yeah.
all the hate, but the discussion and all that. That's what they wanted.
Yeah. I
But
think
yeah,
like I respect them though, because it must have crossed their minds. They must have been like, yeah, this is gonna get hated on,
mhm.
absolutely hated on, and I'm glad they still went through with it.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, like
Because
I
I get,
respect anyone that can tell their own story and not be worried about the reaction. I
yep,
want to tell your
that's
story.
exactly what I'm doing because I
Yeah,
know most people I know will hate.
yeah, of course. That's just life, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You can't please everyone, but you'll always please someone. So
that is the truth and nothing
do
but it.
it.
But yeah, how long's it been? I think we should just end it.
Yeah, let's just end it here.
All right, cool.
Right, lads
In a bit.
and girls. I don't know. In a bit.